What's up, everybody? God bless you. Welcome back to your favorite podcast. Welcome back to my favorite podcast. What's the name of this podcast?
Oh. Talking with Purpose.
Talking with Purpose. Pastor Les with the beautiful blonde now, Pastor Luz. And welcome back, guys. We said we were going to be unfaithful to you. We did.
We were honest.
We were honest. So you cannot...
Because life be lifing.
Yeah, but you can't say nothing about it. You know, yeah, we were dishonest to you. No, we were honest to you.
Right, I'm like, what you talking
Yeah,
about?
we were honest to you. We said we weren't going to be able to do every week, and we didn't. We missed one dough
So far.
so far. Missing one is pretty good to me. All right, so far just missing one. But anyway, today's episode, we got a very specific topic that we wanted to bring. Right,
that
babe?
you wanted to bring.
We're one flesh, so that we wanted to bring. And can you please tell us what that topic is, my love?
You don't get me.
You don't get me. I know y'all get what that means. And if you don't get what that means, then you don't get me. And that's the point of this podcast. Nah, just kidding. The point of this podcast, this episode, is about you don't get me, right? How the concept of this was birthed was the other day. We were talking, and I forgot what the conversation was about, but I was explaining to her how a man feels about a certain thing. And what was it, babe? Do you remember?
I don't remember the situation, but I remember why you were hot. Because you were saying that I'll never understand why you're so protective of me.
Oh, right.
Because
yes.
I was saying I don't remember what the case was, but I felt like you were being extra.
Yeah. This is the thing. She felt like I was being too overprotective of her. And I told her, I don't know about any other guy, but me, I just can't. There's certain things that I am overprotective, but she thinks I'm too overprotective, right? So the point is, I was like, you're never gonna understand me. Like I told her, I could explain to you 1,000,000 times. I can tell you exactly what I'm thinking and why I do what I do. But you will never fully understand me because the only one who knows is me. And that's where this bird from. Because I turned to her, I said, you know what, babe, we should do an episode about this. Go ahead.
But I feel like we won't ever but it goes the same way. Because I tell you the same thing. You'll never understand me either.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? Like, it's just biologically, men and women are different. And our brains work differently. We process things differently. And so that's just, we got to make it work.
Right.
And I feel like we've done a great job of making that work within the last 13 years. We have our little hiccups here and there, right? Like, that's something that for me is just, and you know why? And I'm going to say for myself, right? Because I'm sure that there's women out there that they're like, yeah, my husband's like that and I love it, right? But for me, I was raised by a single mom, right? And so all I've known is independence. And then when, right before me and Pastor Les got married, I was also a single mom, right? And so I'm used to doing everything by myself. I'm used to not needing help. I'm used to no one worrying about me, if that really makes sense. I mean, my mom worried, but from a man standpoint, I never had a man, right? Like, I never had my father be like, oh, be careful. You know, like, I didn't have that. I didn't have a dad growing up, you know? So to hear him tell me that, right? Like, be careful with this and be careful with that and whatever the case is, you know? It's almost like you feel like I feel like he doesn't trust me, right? Like, he doesn't trust me that I can protect myself, if that makes sense, right? But I know that he's doing it because he loves me,
Right.
right? And so in the beginning, there were times where the enemy would put that in my head, right? Where like he doesn't trust you, and this is how he shows you that he doesn't trust you. And being someone that struggled with trust issues, that was very difficult. But now that I'm past that phase, I'm like, no, he loves me and he's being overprotective because I love that he says he can't imagine life without me, right? And I say that also about you. So, in reality, I feel like we'll never fully understand each other.
Oh, well, I think that if you guys are a couple that's struggling with that, there's room for growth. And we're testament of that. We could sit here and tell you a lot of things that we went through where it's like, okay, man, okay, she just meant the best for me. He just meant the best for me. But yeah.
But
I don't know what you're trying to say.
My point is that everyone is different in the sense of how they view things,
Yes.
right? And so a lot of it also comes back to how you grew up. How do you, right? You were raised in a mother and father household, so do you think that your parents understood each other?
Good question. Wow. I think so. I mean, as a child, I don't remember. You know what? As a child, they didn't. Because they split up for a little while. And we went to Puerto Rico. And we were in Puerto Rico for a little bit.
That's where your fear of planes comes
That's
from.
where my fear of planes comes. That's a whole nother episode. So they did split up for a little while. And so, yeah, maybe around that time. But I would say that after that, they still had their things, I imagine. Okay, one thing I want to say, I never saw them argue until they got old.
Oh, yeah. But their arguments were like...
It was petty stuff.
Yeah, super petty.
I never saw them argue. Growing up, I never saw them argue, not once. Yo, it was so crazy that when we got out of school and got on the plane to go to Puerto Rico, I'm like, what is going on? I didn't understand because
like, things are great.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Why are you signing me up for school out here? And the older I got, I realized, they were having some issues, right? Which is normal, but that's the way they decide. But to answer your question, when I was younger, no. As I got older, yes. And I think that happens with every couple. The longer you stay with your spouse, the more you get to understand your spouse because you spend more time with them.
Right. And I feel like communication also plays a huge role in understanding each other, right? Because we're talking about you don't get me, right? And so if you don't have good communication with your spouse, you're never going to get each other, right? And even if, for example, for us, even though I don't necessarily understand why he is the way he is, I trust him and I'm okay with it, if that makes sense, right? And so it's the same thing with us, right? Like he'll say, like, I'll tell him, like, bro, you'll never understand, right? Because as a woman, there's things that women go through that a man will never understand, right? Like we go through hormonal changes when we have a baby, right? Like I'm about to be 39, so, things is happening. And so it's things that we change. I don't know if men, I've really never studied it. I should study it. I love looking into science and stuff.
We must. I mean, if women do, men have to.
Because women go through menopause, but I know that men's testosterone decreases with age, but that's it. For women, it's like a whole nother thing, right? Like you got, for example, a woman after a certain age can't have kids. Whereas a man can have kids for his whole life. Bro. Your swimmers
as long as the
swim slower.
As long as the testosterone is still working, then you could be 80 and still have kids.
There's medicine for that.
All right, this is going. Let's go back.
Per usual.
Right. But
But communication.
I got a question for you though. Thinking about communication, this made me a question. Made me think of a question. You asked me if you think my parents understood each other. Do you think your mother understood you in that teenage phase? And the reason why I asked you that is because right now we have two teenagers at home who I don't understand for 1 second. I understood them when they were kids, and now that they're men, I don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah. But see, you don't understand them, but I feel like I do.
No, she don't.
Yes, I do.
No, she don't.
Yes, I do.
Guys, we
Tomato.
do not understand them. Now, there's things we do understand, but because they vocalize what the issue is.
Yeah, they're very vocal.
They're very vocal. But there's other things that they don't vocalize. If they don't vocalize, those are the things that it's hard to understand because as a parent, now you're trying to read them. Mm-hmm. They're off. What's going on? Back to marriage, right? I came in from work today. Let's talk about that. I came home from work today, right? And she had to step out the house real quick. So it was a quick kiss. Okay, I'll come right back. Goes around down the street from the house, comes right back, and I'm sitting on the couch watching a Mets game. Let's go Mets. And she goes, "What's wrong with you? You're off." I said, "Nothing." Now, I didn't realize that I was off, and there was something wrong with me. But that I also didn't realize till later on when we were on our way here. I said, "Oh, wait a minute. Something happened at work." And that had me, So I drive for a living, and all those miles, it like by midweek, I'm already like, I usually can overcome it, but for some reason today it was too overwhelming. That's when I realized, oh, that's what she saw. But she asked me because she thought something was wrong.
I asked you twice.
Yes, she asked me twice because she thought something was wrong.
Because I'm like, there's no way that nothing's wrong. Like, we've been married 13 years.
Right.
Like, I know my husband. Especially, I know my husband when he gets home from work. Mm-hmm. You know, like, this wasn't your normal you.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's on the couch and he's on his phone and he's like. And I'm like, you like that? Because that's what we ask each other, like that. That means, like, you in a bad mood? I'm like, you like that? And he looks at me confused and he's like, no. And I'm like, bro, you look like you like that. So then it's like almost like he's telling me he's not, but I feel like you are. So then that makes me like that because I'm like, I know you lying because I know that's something wrong with you.
Oh, I know y'all can relate to that. It'd be a back and forth if you let it, bro.
But again, right, like for you, you say that you didn't realize that you were like that. And or whatever, you didn't realize how you were acting or whatever. But the fact that you communicated later what you felt was going on helped me be like, oh, now I understand. Mm-hmm. Right?
Communication goes
Right.
back to where you were going.
Right. And so understanding people, it doesn't matter who it is, right? Because you brought up the boys. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship. It doesn't matter if it's your kids. It doesn't matter if it's your mom, if it's your dad, whoever it is that you don't get, talk to them.
Yeah, figure it out.
Like, why is it that you do this? Why is it that you speak this way? Why is it that whatever, right? Because everything has a cause, right? Like, everything that we do has a cause. It came from somewhere. It didn't just automatically happen that way, right? And so, like, your fear of planes, because we just talked about it, came from something that you experienced, right? And so everything
the most horrific experience in the world.
Everything that we do has a root cause, you know, and sometimes we don't even realize that it's trauma.
Yeah.
You know, until we talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how many times I've sat down, or we have sat down and talked to people, especially couples, and you ask them, where does that come from? So everything is trauma affects us so much that when we don't get to really the cause of it, and acknowledge that that's what's going on, we can't fix it. Right? And so to us, we think that that's normal. Like, oh, I've always been that way. Right? Or I grew up that way or whatever, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy.
Right.
Right? So, communication is crucial. All right. So for the next question, do you think that men struggle to be vulnerable? And
Oh, yeah.
why?
I'm going to talk about me. I don't struggle with being vulnerable anymore. I could cry you a river right now. Look, watch this.
I babe.
Nah, but
Mia.
I don't struggle with that. But when I used to, because I did, my reason for struggling with it is for letting the world see a side of you that you don't want them to see. If you grew up anything like me, if you're a guy, which I hope you are,
What?
I'm just saying, you know how things be now. If you're a guy and you grew up anything like me with a father that was extra manly, extra hard, see, my dad never came to me and told me, you need to stop or don't show him. He didn't. He just lived it. So me being a daddy's boy all my life, I copied it. So when it came to feeling this vulnerable side of crying when I got hurt or something, I would try my best to hold it back because daddy never did it, you know? So I think that's where that comes from. We hold it back and we're scared to be vulnerable because we don't want the world or people around us to see that side of us. At least for me. That's what I think.
Right. And I agree. Like, so many people that we sit and we've talked to so many people and everyone is so different. And I love to see that, right? Because it exposes us to things that we would never be exposed to elsewhere, you know? And so we're able to minister to people and show them that they can be, right? They can be vulnerable.
Yep.
If they're men or even if they're a woman, because women struggle with that too.
That's true.
Depending on what you've gone through, right? Again, trauma, right? If you're someone that, if you have a woman that struggles with a lot of, for me, for example, I had a lot of infidelity, not on my part, right? And so I struggled with trusting men, right? And so how did we break that? Honestly, it was Pastor Les. When we first got married, he used to leave his phone out, like up, everywhere. Like wherever his phone was, it was up. And if he was texting, calling, whatever, he would be like, oh, I'm talking to so-and-so, oh, whatever, right? And so for me, that showed me like, okay, he's really trying to show me that he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? And so now 13 years in, he'd be like, oh, he still does it. And I'll be like, I do not care, right? Like he'll be like, babe, so-and-so friend requested me. And I'm like, and you ain't going nowhere. That's fine. Accept it.
And I think that it's because, I cared enough to see, okay, she's struggling there. I got to show her that I'm not like that. So I would do. She never asked me to. She never said, "Oh, I don't trust." So she never said this, right? Listen, oh, I don't. It's hard for me to trust men, so I need you. If you want me to trust you, you got to do X, Y, and Z. She never said that. I just caught on, and I just started doing it. I did it because I wanted her to see, hey, man, it was like we didn't have to talk about it. Mm-hmm. I jumped right on it because I knew what the issue was. And I said, okay, then I'm going to show her that I'm not that way. And now, like she said, now it don't matter now because I'm not going nowhere. Sorry, I'm not going nowhere. I'm sorry for whoever seems to, well, Pastor, no. No.
I can't with you. What do you think, if you could name something, what do you think is the one thing about you that I don't understand or that I don't get for the sake of the title? Do we need some music? Do, 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 do.
What do I think you don't get about me?
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I ever really thought about that.
How you don't know and you literally just told me the other day.
Did I?
You
What
will
is it?
never understand me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't. See, again, I have to know what happened.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember you were being overprotective.
Okay, okay, that's one. Let's put that. That's one, and I think that's helping me think now. So, you'll never understand. Oh, you'll never understand how much I love you.
That's true.
I always tell you that.
You always say that.
I always tell her, "Yo, you're never gonna get it."
And he always says that he loves me more than I love him.
Yes, I believe so. I do. I believe that I love her more than she loves me. It doesn't mean that she don't love me. She loves me. But my love for her, I know it's stronger than her. I wonder why I think that.
I don't know. Because it's not like...
Wow, this is,
like,
man, this is cutting me deep, bro. This ain't cool.
Because...
It's supposed to be a pod for other people, not for me. How's this turning into a session for me? No, but really, I don't...
Like, it's not like I don't treat him bad.
No. So
Right?
I don't know why I say... I don't know why I say... Maybe it could be from the beginning.
Maybe. Our marriage was rough in the beginning.
Our marriage was very rough in the beginning. I think that... You know what? That is where it came from. Because I'm like, man, I love her, man. Why? This ain't working out. And she used to always have this resting face.
I still do.
And yeah, but more back then. And I thought that she was always mad, but she wasn't. And I'm like, bro, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What you mean you fine? You lying to me, man? No. Oh my God, it was a mess. So I always felt like, man, I'm trying to show her more that I love her than she's trying to show me. But it's just because it was rocky. It was the beginning. We didn't know each other like that.
We got married 3 months after me.
We got married.
Or 4 months, because you canceled the wedding.
Yeah. We got married 4 months after. I talked about that today.
What? Woo.
With George.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We touched on it a little bit.
You told him how you broke up with me?
Yeah. I told him. I was like, yeah, man. It would have been earlier, but I broke up with her. And he was like, that was funny. But yeah, I think that I would say that. What about you?
Well, I think that you will never understand about me.
Can I answer one?
Mm-hmm.
Your hormones.
That's for sure. But I think that's any guy, to be honest. Like, I genuinely don't think that any man will ever understand a woman's hormones.
I'm going to say something.
Go ahead.
Guys, her body hates me. And we're going to leave it at that.
Fill in the blanks.
Her system, let's give him a little more. Her system hates me. It looks at me and says, no way.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. Not for a week. No. And it's not her. It's her body, bro. Her body. She's laughing because she knows it's true. It's crazy. Nah, but on a more serious note, because that is serious.
That is definitely true, though.
A more serious note, yes. I think that men struggle with understanding the women's hormones. Mm-hmm. The up and down, the swing of this. Good mood, 2 seconds later, she want to rip things off the hinges. And it's like, dang, bro.
Yeah. Like, there's been times where Pastor Les will be like, bro, you look at me like you hate me. And it's not even that. It's just, there's moments in our cycle where everybody is getting on my nerves. Like, you don't even, I'm yelling at the dogs. Why I'm yelling at the dog? He just sniffed my leg. Like, and I'm like, ah! Like, I'm like, everything is annoying. And I don't.
You ain't the only one, though. I know for sure.
Oh, I know I'm not the only one that goes through that. But my point is that as a man that doesn't go through a cycle, right? You're like, ¿qué le pasa a esta? Like, what is going on with her, right? Like, that's where I have the time here.
Oh, Sorry.
You know, as a man that doesn't have a cycle, you don't understand.
Right.
So that's something that you'll never understand. And I think that the reason why you also feel like you love me more than I love you is because my way of showing love is differently than his way of showing love.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's true. Yep.
So, right? And again, you don't get me. Understanding each other's love language is so crucial, right? Les is very affectionate. He loves hugging. He loves holding hands. He loves cuddling. He loves kissing. And like his number one is physical touch, right? But for me, that's not how I show love. But it comes from
Giving you your love language, which is quality time.
yes.
Because when I give her the quality time, she opens up. It's a different person.
Yeah. But that comes from, again, right? Everything has a root cause, right? And so for me, growing up without a dad, right? I don't know what a healthy relationship looks like, right? And then on top of that, my, what I went through as a teen mom and everything like that, right? So the men that I did give my all to in that way hurt me. So that created a barrier for me. And so, like, I don't even do it on purpose, guys. I genuinely don't. But I got used to it, right? Like, I got used to being that person. And so to me, it's normal. At this point, that's just how I am. And I do try.
You do.
Like, let's be like, the other day we were walking, I think inside Walmart, and I grabbed his hand, and he was like, "You saw that girl looking at me, that's why you grabbed my hand." I was like, bro, get off. Like,
Yeah, I was
forget
trying to
it.
find out. Wait, hold up. What happened here, bro? This is random.
I'm like, get mad. I was like, I let go of his hand. I'm like, forget it. I'm over here trying to be all affectionate.
Yeah, I misread that one because there is some times that has happened. Don't lie.
I'm not saying
That
it's true.
she would catch a woman looking at me, and she'll grab my hand like it's mine,
Right.
and I'd be like,
I'm like, people don't got no chill. Like, they
yeah,
do
they
not
don't.
care.
This
They
is
be,
mad crazy.
anyways.
Last
So,
question.
Another question? All right, let's see. What? Okay, if there's one thing that you would want any woman to understand about men, what would that be?
Give him a break. Don't be so hard on him. He's trying his best to understand you. You're making it hard for him to understand you too. So I want you to realize that you're making it hard for him to understand you. Make it easier by communicating to him what the root issue about this, you not understanding him or you guys not understanding each other, but from your end. Make him understand what it is. And I'm telling you, if they're anything like me, once they hear it, they're gonna pay attention and work on that. Help you through that. Help them understand it, man. That's the best advice I could give them. Please help your husband understand why you find 1 second, the next second you don't even want to look at him. Help him understand that, because when it happens, it doesn't happen as bad as it used to. But so let me talk about before. When it used to happen, I felt like I wasn't loved, bro. I'm like, she hates me. I've gotten ugly now. You feel, oh snap.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. This means that physically she's unattracted to me. Emotionally she's not there, and it's all my fault. That's how men feel.
Yep.
So women, please communicate that issue. Talk. Let him know, yo, babe, it's not you. It's me, and this is what it is. And I'm pretty sure, 100%, man, I would say 100%. 100%, they'll work on really understanding you. What about you?
Can I add to that real quick?
Yeah.
I would say also be honest, because there's times where I'm in a bad mood and I genuinely don't know why. Like, I'll straight up tell, he'll be like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I genuinely don't know. This is how I feel right now. And I try not to get caught up in my feelings, right? But I'm human, right? Like, don't even sit here and be like, oh, you're a pastor and you be like that. Yes, I do be like that, right? Catch
And me too.
Catch me on a bad day.
And me too.
You
Catch
gon-
me on a bad day
You gonna
too.
see loose. You ain't gonna see pastor.
And you're going to see less. You ain't going to see
Right,
pastor
like
less.
I hate that
Yeah.
people automatically are like, oh, you're a pastor, so you have to. I don't have to nothing.
Yeah, I don't have to
Right,
do
like
nothing to you.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna be different because that's fake.
That's
right,
right.
like, and that's why people have the connotation of pastors that they do, because they're not real. Like,
Right.
pastors aren't real. They it's a facade.
Some pastors are very...
Right, rant over. For the men, I would say, no, I'm speaking to the women. Who am I
Yeah.
talking to?
Men and women.
No, you gave advice to
The women.
the women to understand the men,
So now you
right?
do a reverse.
Okay, so the men to understand the women. Got you. So I would say be compassionate and have empathy, because
That's good. It's a big word. It's a real big word.
Get out of here. Okay,
Empathy.
okay, Prue.
Yeah.
That's
it's
where
a
he
real
grew
big
up.
word.
Because us as women, sometimes we don't even understand what's going on, right? And so we go through hormonal changes and we can't even help ourselves. So for the man to continuously ask, what's wrong, right? And you're like, I don't know. When we say I don't know, genuinely, trust me that it's a I don't know.
Right.
Because after I had our last baby, Jareli, I went through really bad postpartum depression. And so when I tell you I didn't know, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I can say is just try your best to really hear her, because that's all you can do is listen, right? Like, you're never going to understand, but at least if we feel like you're listening to us, it helps. It helps so much.
Yeah. Listen. Men, listen to her. Women, listen to him. Listen to each other. Because we're never really going to get to fully understand each other. But if we listen, we'll know where to start.
Right.
Come on, that's good.
That's good, Pastor.
That's really good.
So if you guys also need any, we do faith-based coaching, right?
Yes, we
So we deal with marriages. If you guys are having a hard time in your marriage, please don't struggle alone. We're here to help,
Yes.
right? We also offer individual coaching. The women can reach out to me. The men can reach out to Pastor Les.
Yes.
And, we're here. We're here for you guys. And we, trust me that we get it. We understand life be lifing. And not everyone understands life, right?
And I want to add, we don't know it all.
We sure don't.
But we got some cushion, as they say. We got some experience. And we're at the point now where it's like, look, we figured something out. Let's help people figure it out.
Right.
So if you're really trying to figure it out, man, if you're really trying to figure it out, hit me up, man. Women, if you're really trying to figure it out, please hit up Pastor Lewis or Joint. Just message us, man. Contact us. Don't stay there. Try to do something about it. Save your marriage. You loved each other. You tied the knot. Don't slip that knot open.
That's good. And that's a wrap, folks.
And that is.
And we'll
this
see you
week's
when we
episode.
see y'all.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
Let me tell you something before I finish. Let me tell you
Oh,
something,
no, it
viewer.
won't be next week because I work on Thursday.
No, listen, let me tell you something, viewer. I'm not obligated to you.
Right. Y'all do not pay the bills.
Y'all don't pay the bills. Y'all don't pay my bill. I'm going to come back whenever I feel like I could come back. And then you see us here doing an episode. Until then, sorry, but that's the way it is. God bless you. Thank you so much for viewing. And, do me a favor. Like, comment, and share. Please.
And subscribe if you
And
have
subscribe, right? If you haven't. And we're going to start posting more reels. Push those. Share those to push them up the algorithm, man. We're trying to help people here. This ain't about
Views.
views. This is about helping. Okay? So God bless you. Thank you. And Pastor Luz is mine. Only mine. No sharesies.
Don't nobody want me.
No share. You'd be surprised. No sharesies. Mine forever. Okay? God bless you.